And welcome to the Rebuilt Woman online course. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to start by saying you are not alone. Our course promise: this is a self-paced program helping women break free from cycles of abuse, trauma, and dysfunction, guiding them through healing and rediscovery so that they can rebuild their lives with strength, clarity, and purpose. Together, we're going to be moving through 4 stages. Stage 1, the descent, recognizing the signs and facing the truth. Number 2 is the breaking point, finding the courage to leave and begin again. Number 3, the rebuilding, healing your mind, body, and spirit and relationships through my 4-dimensional healing model. Then the transformation, stepping into your purpose, rediscovering who you are, and creating new beginnings for yourself. This isn't just information, it's a journey. You'll hear my story, learn the psychology behind trauma and healing, and reflect on your own experiences through journaling, exercises, and practical steps. But first, I just wanted to share my story and the background of how we got here today and how you've ended up here today. Enjoy the story. Hi, and my name is Dawn, and I am the author of The Rebuilt Woman. And I wanted to share a little bit about the book and how it came about, who the book's for, why did I write it, and how we can help you. So, how the book came about in around 2016, I really felt I was at a conference in Sydney, and I really felt God press upon my heart that I was to write a book that would break generational curses or transgenerational trauma. Um, and so I didn't know what that was actually going to look like. And so we fast forward now till 2024, and in November last year, I just had this surge of what I would call energy to write. So I just started writing my own personal story, and I wrote and wrote and wrote for 2 weeks straight until I got to 82 pages. And when I had done that, um, I've got it edited. I went through 3 editors. Then I sent it to half a dozen publishers, and nothing, crickets, absolutely nothing. And so I thought, oh, okay. So fast forward now, and we're in May of this year, and we're going on a family holiday. And I thought to myself, well, I haven't had no one's taken any bites on the manuscript of my book. So maybe I was just supposed to just write the story, release the story. Maybe it was the final part of my healing process. I was to write the story, and it's okay. I kind of like shelved the book. I went away overseas, and I was talking to a psychologist friend of mine, and we were having a great chat, and she was going on and on about the book The Rebuilt Woman. And I said, oh yeah, I sort of sent it out to some publishers, nothing kind of came back, and so I sort of, I've sort of shelved it. And she gave me the biggest kick up my backside and said, Dawn, this book is actually not about you, it's about who it can help. And when she said that, it actually just gave me the biggest mindset shift. I realized, yes, this book isn't about me. It is my story. I'm probably nervous to share the fullness of the story, but it is actually not about me because I'm healed, I'm whole, I've been rebuilt, and it is part of something that's in my heart to be able to help others. And this book is can do that. And the reason she had been so adamant about me sending the book to the publishers is that she is a practicing psychologist, and in her practice, she sees many, many, many people that are going through domestic violence. Now, both women and men. So it was very obvious to me that I needed to get the book out there. So I got on the phone. I rang a good friend of mine, and she had mentioned some time ago about this publisher friend that she had, and she said, you should send her the manuscript. So I called the publisher, I called her, I said, I've got this manuscript. Do you want to take a look at it? She said, sure, send it to me. So I sent it over. Within hours, she came back to me and said, I love it. I love it. I just, she said, obviously we haven't read it fully. We haven't gone through it all. But she said, but I love your heart in the opening pages. I can see the good that this book can do. And so she straight away said, yes, we want to publish it. And so I was like, great. Okay, what next? Nothing. A couple of weeks went by and I hadn't heard from her. So I thought, oh, okay, another one bites the dust. And I was at peace with it. I thought, okay, I'm not going to push and become one of those really annoying authors that, publish my book, publish my book. So at that, I kind of left it. And she messaged me and said, oh, I'd love to have a Zoom call with you. And I said, oh, yeah, sure, okay. And she messages me and says, Dawn, me and my team are in love with your book. We really want to take this global. We want to get this message out there. And what we would like to do is we would like to invite you to New York to launch your book in New York. And we would like to put your book up in Times Square, the billboards in Times Square. They want to put my book up in Times Square, and I was just blown away, absolutely blown away that that was even a thing. And so here we are. I'm about to leave for New York in approximately a couple of weeks and launch this book. And so I would love for you all to be part of this journey with me. I would love you to be able to follow and support this. This book is not about me. It's about those who are possibly currently in a relationship, some form of abuse they don't even know they're in. Everyone around, maybe you're a person that can see in and you can recognize the abuse and you want to help and support that friend. Or you might be someone who is currently in a relationship and you need support and you need help. Or you're someone who's come out of the relationship, you've left, and you're in this phases of being wanting to rebuild your life and transform your life. So this book is can help those three types of people. And so if you know that person or you are that person, let us support you. Let us help you rebuild your life after all the damage that may have been done. And so follow what you can do is you can follow the Facebook pages. I'm on Insta, Facebook pages. I have a group called the Rebuilt Woman Community, which I would love people to be part of and to support one another. I want it to be a supporting environment. Or you can also, I'm going to be running some courses towards the end of the year, possibly early next year as well. They will be online. Because what happens is if you're in a relationship, you want to be anonymous. Sometimes you don't want people to know that you're in any form of abusive relationship because of the shame that's attached to it. And I get that, I understand that. So I want to create online courses um, for people who can come on anonymously. It's okay, and get supported through the Rebuilt Woman online courses. So those are a couple of things that you can be involved with. Or if you're someone listening to this, buy the book, hand it to someone you know that wants it. Read the book so that you also too can be equipped to help someone that you love walk through their journey and support them. So thank you so much for watching, listening, and I would love it if you could become an ambassador, a Rebuilt Woman ambassador, and let's just help rebuild a nation of broken women and men who have gone through some form of abuse.